What's up, everybody? This is your girl EJ, and this is probably not gonna be really quickly. So somebody tagged me to an older video I done talking about motherhood, and I figured we spin the block on it one more time because, as you guys know, motherhood is ever changing, ever stressful, but also ever rewarding. Motherhood completely changed my life. It taught me so much. Taught me to eat my snacks in private, preferably in a corner, because if they hear you open the snacks, they're gonna come. Taught me to lock the door when I use the bathroom, because if I don't, they'll come and they'll stay, and they don't really care about the smell. Like they don't care at all about the smell. Now, me personally, I feel like motherhood is probably the hardest job that I've ever had. And y'all know I done had a lot of jobs, like a whole bunch. In my experience, motherhood has taught me to be humble. One reason is because kids have no filter. Yes, the baby you carried for 9 months, you feed and clothe every single day, will look you dead in the face without smiling and call you fat. They will let you know your hair is ugly, or your shoes look too little, or you built like a deep freezer. Now, where they get the audacity when they don't pay bills, or know how to write in cursive, or set their own doctor's appointment, I don't know. But they do. Motherhood has taught me not to take everything so personal. Like, it's a completely normal thing for me to cook and sweat over a stove because I want to provide a home cooked meal for my family. And my kids will either reject the meal completely or eat just a little bit that lets me know they think it's disgusting. Now, when my kids were younger, of course, this hurt my feelings. Because for me, I enjoyed being domestic. I like cooking. So why you ain't gonna eat what I cooked? But as I've gotten older, and my kids have gotten older too, I realized that every dish I make is just not gonna be their thing. And a lot of times, your kids just like fast food. It has nothing to do with your pasta, ma'am. Your pasta is fine. They just like McDonald's. Motherhood has taught me not to be so judgmental on other children. Like, I remember growing up, like, it was a normal thing to hear people say, well, I have a good kid, but he hangs around the wrong crowd. You can say that and mean it from the heart, and the whole time, your child is the leader of the group. Your kid is the leader. I've learned to be quiet a lot of times and not say my kid would never, because as soon as you say my kid would never, they become an expert at it. Oh, my kid would never get in trouble at school. Yes, they will. And this is not a dig at kids or parenting. All I'm saying is motherhood will teach you to, the first time your child gets in trouble or goes against the things that you've raised them to do, the first thing you say is, what did I do wrong? And I'm learning a lot of times you didn't do anything wrong. It has nothing to do with you, sis. The kids are just becoming their own individuals and they're making their own decisions. They gotta grow and learn. Now, no doubt about it, your parenting shapes who they are. I can use my own mom, for example. I don't cuss on YouTube. Really in a lot of spaces. But that comes from my mom. It was a lot of stuff my mama just didn't do. And if she did, she didn't do it in front of us. And that shaped me. But there are things I do today as an adult that has nothing to do with my mom. And I'm learning that as a parent. Basically what I'm saying is stop asking yourself, where did I go wrong? What did I do? Baby, nothing. Motherhood has also taught me that we do a lot of capping. And by we, I mean me. Because I can get mad at my kids for telling me about the field trip at the last minute. And they got to have a lunch and they need cash and a permission slip signed. I'm gonna fuss until I'm blue in the face. But baby, I'm finna go get the cash. I'm finna sign the permission slip and I'm gonna pack my baby a lunch. Motherhood has taught me that I don't know math, okay? I graduated on time. I passed math classes. But when my kids bring me their math homework today, baby, I don't even know what. Motherhood has taught me to live out my own dreams and my own goals. Why? Because there's no sense in you trying to do it through your children. I understand you always wanted to be a doctor, but then you got pregnant, so that child needs to be a doctor. I hear you. Just go on and try to be a doctor before you die. You can introduce things to your children, sports, academics, certain organizations, and some of it may stick. Some of it might not. But you actually pressing the issue on something because that's what you wanted to do when you were their age, baby, y'all finna be fighting. Motherhood has taught me to fend for myself. What does that mean? It means if everybody is of age to fix them something to eat at home and then they won't, if I'm out, I'm gonna get me something to eat and I'm gonna eat it by myself. And I feel good about that. I feel very good about those decisions. Motherhood turns you into an investigator. You ask a lot of questions. Where you going with that on? Is his mama gonna be at home? Who put this in the dirty clothes? Because it's not dirty. Whose turn is it to do the dishes? Okay, but what did I say? So you telling me you don't have no homework? What does that smell? Did you not bring your jacket back home from school? Your kids will make you cry because you worried about them. You want the best for them. And you don't want nobody to hurt your baby. But they got to learn on their own too. Motherhood is really about balancing. Give, take, pull back, go in some. And you still gonna be crying. At some point, motherhood has thrown me off the floor. And I've had to call my mom and apologize. Because as a kid, you really think, oh, my mama didn't do her best. She didn't do what she should have done. And it may be true. But once you start having your own kids and you see the struggles, in most cases, you'll be able to extend your mom some grace. And even if you set your sights on being way better than your parents and I'm gonna do better than my mama did, and I'm gonna do better than my mama, I guarantee you when your child is of age, they will tell you where you went wrong as well. Motherhood will have you going against everybody you love, especially your husband. Now I gotta be honest, like when I yell at the kids, it's all good. Everything is fine. But if Fred yell at the kids, why are you talking to them like that? Why? I also learned that motherhood is sometimes taking the back seat to the grandmother. Because grandparents really want to spoil the kids and really just want to give them everything. Where was all this energy when we was growing up though? Motherhood has also taught me that a lot of us are just winging it. Because no matter what type of support system you have and no matter how helpful your mom and your aunts are, experience is just the best teacher. Parenting has taught me to pull back sometimes. And it's not a good feeling to watch your child fall, but sometimes it's necessary for them to learn. If your kids are like me and my brother was growing up, motherhood will teach you, get multiple house keys. Because maybe not the daughter, but that son is going to lose that house key. Motherhood has also taught me not to look at other parents and other children and compare them to my own household, because there will always be another family with more money than you. Maybe their child makes better grades, is in more organizations than your child. And if you get caught up in this loop of comparison, you will absolutely be miserable. Motherhood is about being honest. Sometimes you do have to say, okay, well, my child don't know how to play sports. Motherhood has taught me what I looked like as a teenager, because I see myself in my kids all the time. And I don't like that. Motherhood has also taught me that no matter how good of a parent you are, they still gonna miss the bus. They still gonna tell you about the class project at the very last minute. And even though in your mind you may feel like you're the cool parent, they still would rather hang out with their friends and not you. Should you be offended by this? No, catch up on Law and Order. It's okay. In motherhood, the finish line always moves. There will always be something you need to get, need to do, need to have for these people that depend on you. My kids are why I work so hard, even when I don't want to. My kids are the reason why, a lot of things, why I don't twerk on social media. Not that I'm good at it anyway, because I'm not. I'm just saying like I could do like a little, like 3 seconds of it. Motherhood teaches you a lot, but specifically with boys, it teaches you one very important thing. Boys be stankin'. Boys be stankin'. All right, so shout out to all of the big sisters, the aunts, the godmothers, the big mamas, the grandmothers, the TTs, also the stepmoms, the bonus moms. That's my daddy, girlfriend, and everybody else who has a maternal influence on these kids. To everyone who is helping raise a child, I say thank you, I appreciate you, and happy Mother's Day.